Welcome to Ag Matters, covering positive agriculture stories from across Alaska on Big Cabbage Radio.
Hello, everybody. You're listening to Ag Matters. I'm Ken Hoffman, your host. I'm a farmer out here in Palmer. I own a small business called Matsu Microgreens, but I'm also the executive director of the Matsu Farm Bureau. If anyone's interested in learning about agriculture, please email me at matsufarmbureau@gmail.com, or you could visit our website at alaskafb.org. Today's great. I always enjoy having guests in the studio with me today. So today we have Alex from APU. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. Spent the morning potting up plants with kids.
Okay, very good. So you're at APU. So if you would start us off with, how did you get started at APU in the farming there? And then what is your role there?
All right. Well, that's a long story.
Okay,
I'll try
perfect.
to make it short.
No, it's okay.
Let's see. I enrolled in the Masters of Science in Outdoor and Environmental Education program at APU in 2011, I believe I began. And I had a focus on agricultural education, especially women in agriculture. I ended up working on being an intern on the Spring Creek farm that year. And so that's when I started farming in Alaska on a diversified vegetable farm. And I've been working on farms or with agricultural education ever since.
Okay, very good. And what year again was that?
2011.
2011. Very good. So do you enjoy the market gardening?
I love market gardening. I don't do it as much these days, but whenever I get a chance to help out at market, it's wonderful.
Yeah, sometimes I see you at Sun Circle.
Yeah. So after working at Spring Creek Farm as an intern, I started working for Sun Circle and worked there for about 5 years while I had babies. And so babies would be on the farm with me, and it was really wonderful.
Okay, fun. So tell me more about your role at APU. What do you do there?
So at APU now, after graduating, I took a few years off to have said babies. I am an adjunct faculty for the MSOEE, that Outdoor and Environmental Ed program. And a couple years ago, I applied for their Youth Agriculture Education Coordinator position, which was part-time, perfect for my busy home life. And since then, it's become a full-time job where I'm the agriculture educator.
Okay.
A much shorter and easier to handle title. And then also the Alaska Tilth Coordinator.
Okay, Alaska Tilth Coordinator. Tell us a little bit about Tilth, exactly what it is. We had other folks from APU tell us about Tilth, but if you could give us another.
Yeah. So Alaska Tilth is a program currently funded by the Matsu Health Foundation. We get money that goes directly back into the community by purchasing veggies, second veggies, microgreens, coffee, bread, fish, eggs, meat, any locally produced food that we can find, and we deliver it to anti-hunger organizations, mostly the food banks and Kids Cupboard, and then also like senior centers and domestic.
Okay. Well, now, how do growers get involved in something like this?
I've sent out emails. We make posts on social media, but the best way to get people involved is just face-to-face interaction. So I'll go to markets or like Friday Fling, mostly markets.
Okay. What particular market is the best chance to see there?
Right now, it's Matanuska Community Farmers Market.
Okay, very good. So tell us now about the kids coordinating. What programs are there? What exactly, what kind of camps are there?
Yeah, so my agriculture education position right now is just one of my biggest passions. I teach everybody from ages 5 to 105. If you're older than 105, I'll still teach you or work with you and learn from you as well. We have field trips that come to the farm from local schools largely. Sometimes a family will reach out or a homeschool group for like a tour and some educational opportunity. I will also go into the schools. So I've been to high schools, elementary, and middle schools in the borough to help them with an activity that they're doing, putting in a garden, working in the greenhouse at the Palmer High School, or doing presentations on food security or food preservation or planting. Lots of different, there's so many opportunities to have interdisciplinary activities that involve agriculture and farming in the valley.
For sure. So you said that you go to organizations to help teach. Is that what you were saying?
Sometimes, yeah.
How
I do both.
how can schools or teachers or homeschool groups get with you and try to get you to do that?
Yeah. So when I first started, I would put out posts in the teacher post. I can't remember what it's called. Some monthly teacher newsletter. And that got a lot of traction. And now I just have my base
Okay.
of people, and I'm pretty busy. But you can always reach out to me on my email at ajwilson@alaskapacific.edu. And if you contact me there, I can give you my phone number.
Okay, very good. So now, how many classes or camps do you have on the campus, on the farm?
Yeah, so right now in June, we have our summer camps. Throughout the whole month, there are 4 separate camps, and there are 5 different camps going on at the same time. And one of them is a farming-focused one. So we'll have that all month. It's really fun. We have ages 5 to 13.
Okay.
So we do a lot of that. But coming out onto the farm, it's hard to align with the school year, you know? So we have folks come out. The fall is when we would love to have people, but we have to coordinate with the teachers like right when they start this school year. So September and October is great for harvesting and food preservation. And then the spring is when we get most of our folks. We'll have 2 or 3 visitors a week from different schools, but we have to cap it at about 40 because of our space and personnel.
Okay. So when the kids come on the farm, what are you teaching them? What are you showing them on the farm?
Yeah. In the spring, it's all about planting seeds, transplanting, potting up zucchini, doing farm tours, and talking about our season extension through our high tunnels and row cover, using black plastic to work on the drying up soil and suppressing weeds as we're getting ready for the season.
Amazing. And you said they're 5 to 13, and you're teaching them all these high-tech market garden stuff. Okay, and high school
and
students.
not like we just talk about it, just
Yeah.
like season extension. Like it's cold here,
Mm-hmm.
but we can grow food, and we're lucky in Alaska that we have pretty little pest and disease pressures. So like the things that we have to do seem minimal in the face of those challenges.
For sure. I think market gardening here in Alaska is a blessing because there's so few pests.
Yeah. It's great.
You know, and because of the daylight, the plants just grow so quickly.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful experience. So are some of the high school students, have you noticed any of them that come in, do they ever ask to work on the farm? Do they want to start their own farm? Does it really kind of light the fire?
Yes, actually. It's wonderful. I mean, not everybody, of course, and not everybody should be a farmer or a market gardener. But every year there's 1 or 2. I work closely with the Wasilla High School, and they come out every month for different things during the season. So we'll start with garden planning and seed selection, we'll take some soil tests and look at the soil, start seeding, start potting up and transplanting. They help me in the greenhouse. They're awesome. And that's a great relationship. Usually about 2 from that class, they'll be like, oh yeah, this is something I want to do. Tell me about your internships on the farm, that kind of deal.
That is really cool. This is something I wish I had when I was in high school.
Me too.
I had nothing like this. I just ended up reading books, and you can read so many books, and it's great, but you really need that hands-on experience.
Yeah. I didn't read books about farming.
Yeah, I liked reading the books on the farming, but yeah, again, it wasn't enough.
No.
And you said you also allow adults to come in and give them farm
Yes.
tours and teach them about market gardening as well?
Yes, and we will also have what we call knowledge exchanges. It's like a workshop, but more, I like to call it democratic learning. So we're learning from each other. It's not necessarily a set curriculum that you're the sage on the stage speaking down to everybody about your grand knowledge, because most people have some kind of experience that they can share. So it's a lot of sharing. We'll bring in professionals from the area to host workshops. Like maybe Ken someday can come and do a microgreen workshop.
For sure.
And it's just a wonderful way to bring people together who are plant nerds or foodies or whatever, and to see that they have a community to work with and bounce ideas off of.
That's super cool. I really like that. And so when you say kids camps, are they sleeping over there, or are they just day camps?
Day camps.
Day
Yep,
camps.
9 to 4.
Okay, and how long does a camp run?
1 week.
1 week. Okay, and what are the hours? So you said 9 to 4.
9 to 4.
9 to
Yep.
4. Okay, very good.
Like yesterday, we worked the kids hard.
You
They
get them
learned
to
how
weed the
soil
fields?
block. Yeah, they learned how to soil block and seed, and then they weeded.
Okay. Well, you should bring
And
them out to my
watered.
farm.
But
Well,
they
that's
love
great.
it too. Today they're potting plants up, and they get kids and potting up plants is one of my favorite things. They're like, we want to do more. Where are more pots? Where's more soil? What else can we put into a bigger pot?
That's pretty cool.
That's great.
That's awesome. Okay, so how many... I want to talk more about the market garden on APU. And you
Oh,
said you're
okay.
not really doing much with the market garden, though?
I don't do much with the market garden. That's the farm manager and her interns.
Okay. Where are the vegetables from the market garden going? Where are you guys selling them?
They sell at Alaska Pacific University's main campus in Anchorage,
Okay.
near UAA and the medical
Are
centers.
some of the kids and interns helping harvest?
The interns do. The kids will not because they haven't before and they don't know the techniques. But this week we have our Spring Creek Farm experience. So the kids are going to have their own farm stand on Friday at the end of camp. And so they get to glean some of the fields that were harvested for market.
Okay. And these camps, you said there's a summer camp. Is there pretty much a camp almost every season or every month? Or is it just during the summer?
Just June.
Just June.
Yep.
Okay, so you're busy.
Yeah, June is busy. June is very busy. May and June are my tired months.
Okay, so no camps in July?
Nope.
Okay. Are you guys hoping to create some camps in the July, or you guys
Not
just
that
want to
I
keep
know
it to
of.
June?
Yeah, I think just June for now because it's part of the Camp Kellogg umbrella,
Okay.
which runs in June.
Okay, very good. How much does it cost, say, if a parent wants to drop off one of their kids?
At camp, it's $320, I think. $320 for the week,
Oh, that's not bad.
I believe. Hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay. Do some of the kids just keep coming back every June?
Oh,
Have you
yeah,
had
lots of
multiple?
them, lots of them. Like the camp we're doing this week, we have at least 2 returnees to this specific camp.
Yeah.
But a lot of them will go to different camps every year.
Okay, very good.
Because
So,
there's science and acting and art and
oh, wow.
ninjas.
I think I've seen archery out there before
Oh, yeah.
in the hayfield.
Yep.
Very good. So June is camp month, and then the rest of, what are you doing in July?
So July, we'll have some adult workshops. Okay. We have some tours coming through. Yeah, catching up on paperwork that I didn't do in June.
Sounds
or May.
Good. Yeah. So what these tours, how do people...
Yeah, they can contact us through our website or directly through email. Yeah, and then we'll just figure out a time that works for everybody.
Okay, so you don't have a set tours on certain
No.
days. It's just people can come in.
Yeah. We've
Look
tried to
around.
have tours on certain days, and they didn't really pan out. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, very good. And then during the school year, you said you're helping schools out with teaching agriculture a little bit?
A little bit. We're
Okay.
very lucky to have plant sciences classes at 2 of our high schools, at Palmer High School and Wasilla High School. And then because we're in this beautiful gardening seat of the state, a lot of teachers have so much gardening knowledge and passion that there are a few schools that have some pretty good gardening programs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
What I'd really like to see is hydroponics get into the schools because it would really open up opportunities for the science and growing of plants during the school year.
Yeah, for sure. I've dropped off a microgreen kit or two at certain
yeah,
schools.
Nice. Yeah, microgreens are an awesome opportunity.
Yeah, they're super easy to grow, so the kids and they grow in about 10 days.
Yeah.
So it's almost instant gratification.
Yeah. We did that with Onward and Upward, that group. They had 3 weeks of field trips to see us, and so the first week we started on microgreens, and then the last week we shared a meal and
There
used
you go.
all the microgreens. It was so
Yeah, they're so quick. Kids love them. Growing them. Well, that's great. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share that you can think of?
Yes.
Okay, good.
What? So I mentioned before that not everybody's going to become a farmer, right? That isn't my goal as an agricultural educator. My goal is that people become more familiar with the food that they're eating, have an intimate knowledge of where to get this food and how it grows, and to have the passion and motivation to support those in their communities that are growing these foods, and the voice to advocate for the growth of food production in their own community. Food security is my motivator. So I love teaching and I love food and I love everything, but food security and making sure that people have local nutritious food is my biggest motivator.
Yeah. What's the best way, do you think, for families to have food security? Or are you talking about like state food security or individual?
Yeah, I'm thinking more of individual in terms of somebody in your neighborhood or in your apartment building or something like that, having the knowledge of like how to just grow basic food, and somebody that you can learn from or support in their endeavors. The state is great. Like having that support is huge. They have the marketing and the funding and all of that support to improve these initiatives. But in the end, I think it's like the individuals and the smaller communities that will really push food security.
So it's almost like just families having more self-sufficiency and almost homesteading?
Almost, yeah. Just some knowledge, funding, materials. Yeah, and knowing people who they can reach out to for what we would call technical assistance. But,
okay, very
but
good.
to have that, like somebody to bounce ideas off of, people to share seeds and plants with, and food and bumper crops with, and all of that.
Okay, so you want to equip people with the knowledge on basically how to feed themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
And each other.
Okay, well, very good. Is there anything else you'd like to share? Any other thoughts?
I have a really cute story.
Okay, go ahead.
So I have lots of kids coming out onto the farm, and we always get to taste test things. And my favorite story is this one kid who first he looks at a plant. Well, I guess this is two different ones. One kid looks at a broccoli plant. He's like, "Is this a real life broccoli?" I was like, "Yes, it is." And he was just so amazed. And then another kid, probably a week later, comes by to this similar area where the broccoli plants are, and we're taking little side shoots. And he eats one, and he's like, "Oh, I need to let my mom know that I like broccoli now." It's so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know kids love fresh vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday, my daughter ate a cucumber off the vine. She would never eat a cucumber from the store. Kids love sorrel. I tell them that it tastes like Sour Patch Kids, and then they eat it all up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so good.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, thank you so much,
Thanks,
Alex,
Ken.
for coming out. It's been a pleasure. I love having you in here in the studio and learning all about the kids programs. That's really cool.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Ken.
So how can people, do you have like a Facebook post or social media for APU? How can people
We do.
learn more about what you guys are doing?
Yeah, so we try to keep pretty well up on our Instagram. And I don't know, we post quite often. I'm looking up the handle right now because we have a few. So it's APU_Kellogg Campus. APU_KELLOGG Campus.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
very good.
Awesome.
Any websites?
We have alaskapacific.edu, and then you have to navigate to the farm, which is Spring Creek Farm or Kellogg Campus. And then my email is ajwilson@alaskapacific.edu.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Alex.
Thanks, Ken.
All right.
This was great.
Awesome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Ag Matters, covering positive agriculture stories from across Alaska. Ag Matters is a production of Radio Free Palmer, recorded at our studios in Palmer, Alaska. For more information about this program, email manager@radiofreepalmer.org.